Hi there and welcome to my new video. I know I haven't really uploaded anything in a while, and I know I should have and I wanted to be more active, but sometimes life gets in the way. For me, it was the debate in my head whether I should rematch or not, and then I decided I would. And then I had the process going on and I didn't really feel like filming, and I was very uncreative. Like the creative side of me was just like not there because rematch just stressed me out a lot. And today's video is gonna be about my rematch. I have my nice little book here, but I'm not gonna use it today because I have two videos like that where I just read families from this book, and one, I think it's getting pretty boring if I do it again. Two, I am lazy and it's not like complete, and I'm too lazy to do that. So yeah. So first I'm gonna tell you why I went into Rematch. I'm not gonna really make a secret out of it, you know, like some people don't really want to share because it's private and stuff like that, but I'm on really good terms with my family, with my old host family. It's nothing personal. I really like them. We got along really well, and that's not the thing. So the reason were their COVID rules because they're immunocompromised, which means they have to be very careful with it. But since it's my second term and I only have or had 9 months left at that point, it was not working for me because I was allowed to meet people outside, I was allowed to eat outside in restaurants and stuff, but especially when it's getting cold, just eating outside is like really annoying. But I did it because it was their rules, it was for their health, so I did it, I was fine with it. But at some point I realized that's not really what I want my whole second term to be. And they were really, really understanding. They're really great people. So I decided that I would rematch because I wasn't able to travel. I wasn't able to like go somewhere and sleep somewhere in, you know, like in a different city. I wasn't able to be in the car with people, so like do a day trip or something, or go to a national park. So that's all things I couldn't do, and everything I think I could do was like, you know, go to LA and explore, and also go to Santa Barbara and explore, go to some beaches around that were nearby, or like, you know, go shopping and that stuff and meet people outside, but that's about it. And since it's my second year and I didn't really see much in my first year, half because of COVID, half because I wasn't really doing well with my money, I decided I want to rematch and I want to find a family that's more laid back with COVID, whose rules are not as strict, because I knew there were families out there like that. So I went into Rematch and I was not really well supported by the agency. I was pretty much on my own, but I still found someone. So yeah, Culture Care and my LCC initiated everything, and I started to be in the matching pool on, I think, a Thursday, and it took like 2 days until I got my first request, which is very unusual for someone in Rematch, because from everyone else I talked to that used to be in Rematch, they just like had so many requests. I didn't. I had very little requests. I had only requests from California, I think one from New Mexico, and I contacted a lot of people to give me their LCC's number. I texted tons of LCCs that way. Also on Facebook, I posted in like 15 Facebook groups that I was looking, and also texted LCCs there. So the families from California that requested me all turned out to have very strict COVID rules, so they were not even, like, I didn't even consider them because it was not what I wanted. I didn't want to settle for less, and I was like, you know, if I don't find anyone that fits, I'm just gonna go home because I'm certainly not here for the money. I could earn way more money at home if I just worked in my job, and I want to be here and explore and travel and live a good life and be able to see stuff and do stuff. So if I don't find a family that can offer that, and if I can't find a family where I can do that, it doesn't really make sense for me to stay at all, you know? So yeah, I was looking. I asked Culture Care to see if anything was wrong with my profile. They said it wasn't. There was one phrase in there that was really, really badly put, and it sounded like I did not want to leave California, even though that wasn't true. I would have preferred to stay in California, but I knew that it's very likely that I'm gonna have to move. So I told them to change it. They never did. They never got back to me on that. Yeah, they were not really helpful. And yeah, my LCC never even asked how I was doing either, but like, at some point I was just like, you know, I'm gonna do this on my own. Since I wasn't desperate to stay, maybe it just didn't really affect me that much. I was like, you know, if you're not gonna help me, all right. If I'm not gonna find anyone, okay. You're just gonna lose another au pair, and I will be at home and find a job and earn more money. So yeah. I think I had about 12 requests on the Culture Care website, and I texted about like 25 families on Facebook, but not all of them got back to me. Some families also talked to me. Some of them were very weird. Some of them had very strict COVID rules, which I didn't want, even though it was in my post. They still messaged me, like, you know. So I talked to a lot of people who did not provide what I was looking for. Actually, all of them except for the family I found in the end. So I was about to match with a family in Seattle, and then she changed her COVID rules after she had talked to my host mom for some reason. Like, I don't even know why. I don't get it. Like, she was like, oh yeah, I'm cool with everything, and my host mom told her that I like making American friends, and then she reconsidered everything. So it was really weird. So, and I don't know, sketchy a little bit maybe. So yeah. And my new host mom now messaged me, and I was like, you know, I'm this close to matching. I'm probably gonna match and go to Seattle. And she's like, okay, well, if anything changes, let me know. And then the thing changed about Seattle, and like immediately I texted her again. I'm like, you know, I am not matching. Are you still available? Are you still looking? Yeah. So I texted her. We talked. We Skyped like shortly after that. And then we Skyped again the next day or 2 days later with my host dad and the kids as well. Yeah. And then we matched, and now I'm here, and I'm really happy. I have 2 older kids now. They're 10 and 12, which I was actually looking for my second year, so it's really, really perfect. Yeah, so I am in Missouri now. Before Seattle even came up, I was talking to a different family. They were from Colorado. They also had 3 kids, and they didn't have any COVID rules. And they were amazing, and I really, really liked them, and I really wanted to go there. Also because Colorado is just like really intriguing. But they decided for someone else who finished their year earlier because they just didn't need anyone over the summer. So I did not end up with them. So pretty much those 3 families, Colorado, Seattle, and the family I'm in now, were the only 3 families that I even like. There was one more from LA who I considered to match with because they didn't have COVID rules, but LA and Seattle changed their COVID rules after a couple of talks, so they were out. So the only families that were really an option for me would have been Colorado and Missouri. And since Colorado didn't take me, that was like, you know, out of the question. But Missouri then took me in, and I'm really, really happy about that. And it was funny because when I told my friends about it, like especially at home, they were like, Missouri? What? Where's that? I have to Google that. And so they Googled where it is and stuff. It was really funny. So while I was looking on Facebook, you know, I posted my details into all the groups, and then when it just went very, very slowly, I asked in one of the groups whether any other au pairs are experiencing a problem with family requests or anything, but I must say that it was weird because obviously I asked like the question to au pairs, right? Because who else would have problems receiving family requests? Surely not host families. And so many host families answered and they were like, yeah, check in your profile for XYZ, and if you're just limited to one location or whatever. And I'm like, you know, that's not the question. So, and then one mom commented on it and she was like, yeah, we're in Tennessee. If you're willing to come to Tennessee, text me. We have like 4 kids. So I emailed her or DM'd her on Facebook, and like her littlest kid was almost 3, and she told me that she was about to start potty training when he or she, I don't remember, he turned 3. And I'm like, okay, I don't want diapers, I'm sorry. And then she started this huge shitstorm on me under this comment section on my post, and it's like, you know, you have to get out of your comfort zone, blah, blah, blah. Why are families supposed to like break and bend for au pairs, but au pairs are not willing to step out of their comfort zone? I'm like, dude, that's none of your business. Like, you know, you don't know if I'm like making compromises with someone and if I would step out of my comfort zone. But if I don't want to step out of my comfort zone for that, especially when it's caring for kids and I'm not comfortable with something, why should I do that? And she was so rude. Like, she was so obnoxious. Instead, you know, like, just because I turned her down and I'm like, you know, I'm not gonna answer to that anymore. It's just, no, I'm not gonna get down to that level. It was ridiculous, really. So, anyway, yeah. Once I found my family, I like deleted that post as well. Or actually, there was one LCC I got in touch with, and after I did, I deleted the post. It was just ridiculous, you know, how families are picking on au pairs that know what they want. Like, you know, it's ridiculous. As if we were not people just trying to find the best fit for us. No, we have to do everything host families say and be okay with everything. You realize that's crazy, right? Yeah. So anyway, yeah. But in the end, I found my family on Facebook. I don't know if I mentioned that before. So yeah, my host mom saw my post in one of the groups. She DM'd me, and then yeah, that's how it started. So I did not find her on Facebook, on the culture care site, because apparently first-time host families cannot see Rematch au pairs. I feel like only Rematch families were able to see me in general, which I don't think makes sense, but yeah. Because there's many families who just don't have an au pair right now without Rematch, just because their au pair can't come or something. I don't know, anyway. I found my family on Facebook. I'm glad I used Facebook, like everybody recommended it, and I was like, I don't know. But yeah, it turned out well for me, and I'm really glad I found them and that I'm here now. Despite many rude families and families that don't read your description and ask you for tons of stuff that is in your description, you know, like whether you're IQ or not and stuff like that. Yeah. So there are some weird families out there, but always be positive that you're gonna find a good one. I did, and it was hard, but I did. So yeah, I'm in Missouri. Missouri is very laid back with COVID as well. My host family is very laid back. I am allowed to travel. I can meet people. I can be in the car with people. And it's just amazing and exactly what I was looking for. So yeah, Rematch seems to be hard right now, especially when you're looking for someone with not really many COVID restrictions. If you don't care about COVID restrictions, you have the world, really. There's so many families that are looking right now. You will find someone. If you need someone with less COVID restrictions, it's gonna be harder, but it's possible. And even if the agency is not super supportive, there's always a way you can make it work. I mean, I probably could have bothered them and could have annoyed them calling every day and stuff, you know, but I was just like not super desperate to find someone. I was like, if I find someone great, if I don't find someone. All right. So that was probably the difference about my situation and why I didn't feel like it was super bad. You know, like it annoyed me that they weren't helping, but it didn't like bother me a lot because, like, you know, and also they have limited staff right now themselves, so yeah, since it's COVID. So yeah, now I'm here. I'm spending my last 8 months here. I know I'm gonna travel, hopefully a lot. I know I am gonna travel. I hope it's gonna be a lot. So I'm really happy I matched here. Today is my last, so today's Friday where I'm filming this, Friday the 11th, and today is the last day of my first working week, and it's going very well so far, and yeah, I'm super happy, and I'm really, really glad I rematched because I was doubting whether I should or not, but I'm glad I did because I feel so much freer and more independent, and it's just great, and I can't wait for the next 8 months to come. And I'm already planning 2 trips, so I really hope that's gonna work out. Yeah, so with that, I'm just gonna leave it, and I hope that everyone who's in Rematch is gonna find a great match for them. And if you have more questions, just put them down below. I'm gonna answer everything in the comments, and there's gonna be a video up next that's in German and about my time in California, and then I have some more things planned out. So just stay tuned, hit the subscribe button down there and the bell, and I will see you either in my next video if you speak German or in the video after that if you don't. And stay safe and see you next time. Bye.